For 8 years, I believe my wife, Hina, and I had the perfect marriage. We had a comfortable home, 2 beautiful kids, and plans for our dream future. Everything seemed flawless until her best friend Zara moved back to town. Zara was bold, outspoken, and constantly meddling in our relationship. I didn't like her influence on Hina, but I trusted my wife. Little did I know, Zara was about to destroy everything. What started as casual girls' nights out turned into late-night excuses, secretive phone calls, and sudden changes in Hina's behavior. The first cracks in our marriage. It started subtly. Hina became distant, constantly glued to her phone, smiling at messages I never saw. She stayed out late with Zara, claiming they needed girl time. When I asked, she dismissed my concerns, saying I was controlling. Zara, on the other hand, kept whispering in her ear, saying, "Life's short, you deserve excitement." One evening, I overheard them laughing on a call, and Zara said, "Just do it, he'll never know." My gut twisted. Something was wrong. I didn't want to believe my wife could betray me, but deep down, I sensed a storm brewing. And I was right. One night, while Hina was at Zara's, I drove past a hotel on my way home. That's when I saw Hina's car parked outside. My hand shook as I called her, and she lied without hesitation. "I'm at Zara's house." My heart sank, but I didn't confront her yet. I needed proof. Over the next few days, I installed tracking software, monitored her messages, and dug deeper. The truth hit like a punch. Zara had encouraged Hina to cheat, saying she deserved better. Hina had been seeing another man, secretly, recklessly, and without a shred of guilt. My world collapsed instantly. When I finally confronted Hina, she denied everything, until I showed her screenshots of texts between her and Zara. Hina froze, her face drained of color. Zara had pushed her into an affair with one of her own exes, claiming marriage shouldn't mean limits. My wife broke down crying, saying, "It was a mistake. I still love you." But before I could even decide what to do, Hina dropped another bombshell. She was pregnant, and she wasn't sure if the baby was mine. I stared at her, numb and broken. In that moment, something inside me changed forever. I didn't explode. I didn't scream. I stayed calm, pretending to forgive her while secretly plotting my next move. Over the next month, I gathered every shred of evidence. Messages, hotel receipts, pregnancy reports, everything. I quietly met with my lawyer, froze our joint accounts, and secured custody paperwork. Meanwhile, Hina thought I was moving past it. Zara kept visiting, acting smug, thinking they'd gotten away with everything. But what they didn't know was that I was setting the stage for a perfect, brutal revenge. One that would ruin both of them in one calculated move. When the baby was born, I calmly requested a DNA test just to be sure. Hina hesitated, but had no choice. 2 weeks later, the results came in. The child wasn't mine. I confronted her with the report in front of her parents. Her mother collapsed in shock, and her father's face turned red with rage. Hina screamed, begging me not to expose her, but I stayed silent, letting the evidence speak for itself. The shame on her face was priceless. I walked out that day, leaving her to explain her betrayal to her devastated family and friends. I wasn't done yet. Zara thought she'd escaped untouched, but I had other plans. I leaked screenshots of her messages to her fiancé, exposing how she'd been encouraging married women to cheat while secretly juggling multiple affairs herself. Within days, her engagement was called off, her reputation was in shambles, and her family cut ties with her. Zara tried to call me, screaming that I'd ruined her life. I simply replied, "No, Zara, you ruined mine first. I just returned the favor." Watching her world collapse was satisfying, but I still had one final move left for Hina. During the divorce proceedings, I presented every piece of evidence. The affair, the lies, the DNA report. The judge granted me full custody of our children and denied Hina any spousal support. She lost the house, the car, and the savings she thought she'd take with her lover. Her parents disowned her friends abandoned her, and even Zara stopped answering her calls. Hina was left, broke, alone, and raising a child that wasn't mine. I walked away without looking back, knowing I had taken everything she thought she'd gain by betraying me. My revenge was complete. It took time, but I rebuilt my life. I focused on my kids, my career, and my happiness. I met new people, traveled, and rediscovered my peace. Hina occasionally tried to contact me, begging for forgiveness, but I blocked every number and never responded. Zara disappeared from our social circle entirely, living with the consequences of her meddling. My kids know the truth now, who chose them and who betrayed them. Betrayal taught me me pain, but revenge gave me closure. I wasn't just surviving anymore. I was thriving, stronger than ever, free from their toxic influence. Looking back, I realized something important. Trust is fragile, and love without respect is meaningless. Hina and Zara thought they could manipulate me, play with my emotions, and walk away without consequences. But betrayal has a way of coming full circle. They lost everything, their relationships, their reputations, their stability, while I regained my freedom, dignity, and self-worth. Sometimes revenge isn't about anger, it's about justice. And when I finally walked away from that chaos, I wasn't broken anymore. I was free, stronger, and finally at peace with the life I rebuilt on my own terms.